Kia ora whānau, and welcome to another job of Get a Job and Get Healthy with Costas Enterprises. I am your host, Alex Costas, as always, and today's a little bit different. So you can see I am sort of filming myself as well as the road in front of me, and the reason why I'm doing that is very shortly we are going to arrive at a place where me and my partner just discovered, and we are currently on trip at Rotorua. I'm just going to adjust this video a little bit. There we go. And we've, part of the reason we're here is we're entrepreneurs. We decided to go for a little trip. We can go on a little trip, and I'm going to show you this place. And this place just automatically made me want to film an episode here. Why? You'll see. So, as you can see, going up this little road, we are in a little place. It's not actually in Rotorua. It still is, but it isn't. I forget where it is. Hamanara, I think it is. And as you can see, right there, the sun is setting, kind of, possibly. There is this little park bench, and look at that for a view. This is not private property, but it kind of is. As you can see, it is stunning here. So I wanted to do a quick episode. This is the park bench here. So as you can see, it's not exactly, great, but for doing what we're doing, we're going to have a little reflection time and basically just take it easy. So that's the plan for today. Just adjust so you can see my face a little bit better. So as you can hear, let's just go quiet. Hopefully you can hear the ripples of the water, the birds. This whole episode is about taking that breath, about taking that time, literally just living in the moment. Now, as you can see, I am very lucky to be here. Being self-employed, I have now got the opportunity where I can do that sort of stuff, and that's not bragging, that's just the joy that we have with the freedom that we've got. And this is part of that freedom, is going, cool, we want to take a quick trip to Rotorua. Here we are on Lake Rotorua, and we are able to actually see some beautiful scenery as well. Now, I don't know how long this podcast is going to be. It's going to be probably a pretty quick one, but before we do, let's get into the fun things that we will. So first and foremost, as you know, my name is Alex Costas. You can contact me via doncostas@gmail.com. That's DON for Nike, COSTAS @gmail.com. You can get me on my website, www.costasenterprises.business.blog. You can also find me on Instagram and on Twitter @thekiwidon. And yeah, it's a pretty cool life at the moment, considering a year ago, almost to the day, I had found out that my job was being made redundant. I had just been going through, not only redundancy, but my mother and all that sort of stuff. And now we've sort of been able to grow our business, and now we can take a break if we need to. Not very often, because we are very, very busy. Our weekends are very busy, but during the week, why not make a view to beautiful Rotorua? And yeah, so it's quite cool. As you can see, there's a lot of foliage around, and some natural ferns and agapanthus. This beautiful sort of cabbage fern, I suppose you'd call it. But yeah, I wanted to sort of talk about today, just taking that breath. Now we sell coconut wax candles, You can find them on our website, www.anyengarden.com. That's ANYENGARDEN, garden.com. And the business has been going so well that we've been able to do this sort of thing. The last couple of years I've had so much going on in my life that I haven't really had a chance to take a breath. And while I practice mindfulness, I try to, breathe and relax and just be mindful of the things that are around me and be happy. And certainly this last year I've practiced that a lot. It's been pretty amazing, I'll be honest. But when I saw this spot and saw this beauty that we've got here, I automatically was like, I need to share that. This is down the end of some little drive. You would not find this anywhere. This is like a little private seclusion. As you can sort of see. Like if I put the camera up here, there's a little beach down there. Like you can go down to the beach. Like there's this, there's a lodge right there. And there's the sort of exit that you can go down. Yeah, perfect white sandy beach down there. Giant tree, and you can just chill. Like, I don't know if I'm assuming the microphone can't pick it up, but it's just peaceful. The relaxing waves, the birds chirping, even the sound of the cicadas and stuff, like they are around. And then there's this park bench, which is so quaint that it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. I mean, look, the sun is literally setting. Yeah, I don't know what else I can sort of say. Take your times. Take your breath. Enjoy the little things. And, the last sort of 5 years has taught me a lot in that sort of stuff. It's taught me to don't be afraid to take opportunities. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That has been a huge one, trust me. Don't be afraid to take some risks. Like, still be risk calculated. Like, I used to work in risk, so as you can imagine, I do know a little bit about risks that way. And so, you don't get to see this very often and experience it. But more than that, I would never usually experience it. And what do I mean by experience? I mean experience it. Take that moment, take that breath. It's funny. My last episode, I talked about Magic Mind and how they'd sort of sent me a box, and it was a sponsorship, but it wasn't really a sponsorship. And they loved it. They gave me some really great feedback, and I was like, cool, okay, I appreciate that feedback. And I've had some great engagement with people because of it as well. And it's just made me realize that the last couple of days I haven't had a Magic Mind. And it really does give you some focus. It really does give you some energy. Now, I'll admit, yesterday I drove up from Wellington to Rotorua. Usually, if I would take a drive like that, I would have energy drink after coffee after, all that sort of stuff. And I think the Magic Mind ingredients, if you call them that, were still semi-active inside me, because I had one coffee and I managed to go the whole day with sustained energy. And that's driving, 400-500 Ks. And, I was quite happy with it. I managed to... I felt quite... not focused, but I felt quite onto it. And yesterday they were like, oh, well, look, we really loved your episode. We had a chance to view it. You said exactly the sort of thing that we were talking about. We'd like to send you another box. I was like, okay, I will gladly take that. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. They even gave me, they even said, look, we would like you to be an ambassador. And, they would like to see if, my listeners would order some as well. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, probably in another couple of episodes, but just know that there might be some stuff coming very soon that, might help you guys with your productivity, with your, with taking that more natural approach to your energy. It's quite cool. I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but there's a couple of swans literally just floating on the water just in front of me, and some over there as well. You probably can't see them. They look like black dots, but it's kind of cool. They're like sort of just, it's like they're treading water, because you can see there's a current and they're just completely there. And that's how we are sometimes, aren't we? We maintain the perception that everything's fine. We maintain the perception that we go with the flow. But underneath, sometimes you find those legs just going wild, trying to keep you in motion. And that's the thing that I kind of want to get across is, so the swans over there, they're in a group. There's about 7 of them, and altogether there's about maybe 20-30 swans, but they're all in their own little groups. They're showing how much help each other probably needs to make sure that they're all in the same area. It's okay to take moments out for yourself. It's okay to make yourself feel better. Like today, unfortunately I've put up my neck. My neck is really sore. It hasn't been fun, and so driving yesterday was very, very painful. And I went and saw a Thai massage today to try and work the knot out, and it's sort of over here, and it wasn't cheap. It was about $85 for an hour, which for someone that's never really done that, I haven't really looked after myself that way. I've sort of always done it myself. I've always gone tried to work out a knot myself. I'm quite good at massage myself, naturally. But my partner was like, look, go to Thai massage, get it done. And I did. And it sort of got me thinking more about this place, this little space, because I was like, I'm doing something for myself for once, to try and get myself better so that I can, enjoy the trip more. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm loving it. If you go to my TikTok, my Facebook, my Instagram, I just posted a video where I went to one of the geothermal places and did a little video, and I loved it. It was great fun. I'd never been there before. I don't get me wrong, I've been to Rotorua many times, but never really, never really gone to all of the little places that you can go to. And this was the first time going to this one, and my partner recommended it, and I was like, yeah, cool, let's do it. And I really, really enjoyed it. Like, yes, it was a lot of walking. I hit my 10,000 steps. That's why my watch is off, because it's gone dead. But I hit my 10,000 steps. I went up and down stairs. I saw some amazing new things. And it sort of came back to yesterday. So yesterday, me and my partner, we just literally stumbled across. We were like, oh, we'll walk down to the beach. Because we got told by the person that we're renting from, Airbnb, sorry, that, oh, there's a little beach. And I was like, oh, cool. So we walked down and we sort of saw this park bench. And we sat here for like a half an hour. Just talking. Just taking it all in. That's why I'm here, to share this with you, so you can take it all in. So you too can take that time and go, you know what? I need to work on me. I need to find that place of zen. And that's what this feels like. It feels like a perfect place of zen, where you can just clear your mind and just breathe and let all your worries away. Which, yes, sounds cliche. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But as I sit here and I take my mindful breaths, the pain is starting to go. My calm is starting to form again. Not that I wasn't calm before, but it's very rare that you're truly calm. And the more I'm finding out, the more I'm spending time in nature, the more I'm realizing how much I actually enjoy it. Now, that's not to say I'm going to be hiking up hills all the time or anything like that. Like, no, nothing like that anytime soon. But at the very least, I'm open to new experiences. Oh, can you see the bird flying? Oh, he's gone. Probably not. But yeah, I'm open to taking challenges, taking chances, going on those roads that I would never go on before. Because that's another thing. I used to do that. I used to stick to one set of roads, just driving around Wellington, because I knew that, well, for one, the cops weren't going to be on there, so they wouldn't catch me if I was a bad driver. Or I'd drive on those roads because that was the only way, and I was too afraid to go down some of the others. Like, between you and me, it took me, I had my license when I turned 16. I had my first license, our learner's license, as we call it. As soon as I turned 16, as soon as we were able to get it, I got it. And it wasn't until about maybe 5 years ago, when I met my partner, that I was like, oh, I kind of need to get it restricted now. So I got it restricted. Now I need to get my full. It's still been 5 years, I know. But up until about 2 years ago, I would barely go on the motorway. I was too afraid. And now I can drive 100 k's. I can overtake cars and logging trucks and all the stuff that I used to be afraid of before, because I took those risks. Now, I know that's using a silly example. Everyone will be like, oh, look, we can drive on freeways, we can drive on motorways, and we're fine. But I wasn't. I saw that in myself. It's something I've always wanted to change. But I was too afraid to change it. For years. Until now. And now I am thinking this year I will go for my full. And the first time I went for it, I failed. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I failed because I was speeding. I went 5 k's over, and that's an instant fail in New Zealand. I didn't have the confidence in my driving as I do now. It's the same as all the stuff that we're doing for the business. I didn't have the confidence in myself that I could sell. Now I think I could sell easily. Look at that sun. That is stunning. So yeah, I truly believe that selling is my new career. Same as this vlogging, this podcast. You know, I'm 130 odd episodes in. And this is the first time I've done video, was the last episode. And I only did that because I decided to take the leap. I decided to go, you know what? My audience deserves to see me. My audience deserves to, you know, hopefully in the future I'll do ones where I'm on my computer and you can look through my shares and see what I'm doing. I want to share the rest of my life with you guys. And look, I know this video content is probably, you know, some of you probably won't enjoy it. Some of you probably be like, oh no, Alex, I like just listening to you. I don't have to pull over to listen to it. Hang on, have a look at this. How cool is this? That's a little spider's web on a fern. Huh. That's gold. Look, there's all of this. One over there, two there, one there. Beautiful fern. I want my audience to feel closer to me. Like, I want to feel closer to my audience. I want you guys to contact me. I want you guys to hit me up and go, hey, Alex, what's going on with this? And I go, oh, mate, this. I want to build a community with you. And yes, that will mean I have to post more regularly. Like this video will probably not go up for a couple of days. We'll probably be back in Wellington because the Wi-Fi here is crap. So loading it's not going to be fun, but it will be edited slightly. But I want to leave you with this, because it's not the longest of episodes, and these episodes will start to go slower. I want to do a couple of things. First, we're going to do a little mindful meditation ourselves while we're looking at the sun that's setting in the middle of Rotorua. I want you to breathe in, hold, and breathe out. And we're going to do that for 4 seconds. So it's called the box method. So the box method is breathe in for 4, which is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then repeat the process. Breathe in for 4. So we're going to do that for... We're just going to do 2 of them. Okay? While you're breathing in, I don't want you to think about anything else. Just go blank. Focus on breathing. Focus on my voice. See if you can, when you breathe out, you can just let everything go. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're also going to sign off, obviously. We're probably not going to watch the whole sunset, but as you can see, the sun is setting pretty quickly. But I want you to take the time to just be mindful and think. Now, depending on what happens with the Magic Mind stuff, before we get onto that, as I said, I'd talk into it. They have offered me a code, so I will probably pop the code down the bottom. I think it's Costas 20, but I'll put it on the screen and all that sort of stuff as well. And yeah, we can trial it out. At the moment, it's mostly there's about 50 countries they deliver to. Look at that, that's cool. So yeah, let's try our box breathing, and yeah, we'll just take it easy while we watch the sun go down. So if you're ready, you're going to start with me. We're going to breathe in for 4, remember? So breathe in. Hold. Out. How's that? 16 seconds of your life just changed. 32 seconds. And you can start to get your mind right. If you do that before you feel, or when you start to feel anxiety, or when you start to feel anything, you'll feel so much better. Look at that sun went real quick. Enjoy nature's beauty, people. Be mindful. Remember always that I love you guys. And as always, good luck. Ka kite.